Hey everybody, Michael here with Monkey Woodworks. My friend the science teacher, Mr. Little, has asked me to make another science project for him. Previously I put together this. It's a trammel of Archimedes. Unfortunately, I did not get a video of putting that together. However, I'm here with another one. So Mr. Little actually shot me some plans here, and I'll include these plans in the description down below. But I am going to make a Tensegrity table. Which is basically anti-gravity. It's a floating table, and you'll see what I mean when we get to the end of this thing. So I've already got started. I've already cut this piece of pine. This is 3/4 inch square and 6 foot long. So I'm going to cut this down into the lengths I need and start assembling it. So stick with me. Here we go. Okay, so I have my pieces all cut out to length. I have 2 pieces at 4 1/4, 2 pieces at 5 1/4, 4 pieces at 7 1/2, and 2 pieces at 8 inches. Now, before I start the assembly process, I'm going to go ahead and drill some holes in a couple of pieces that I'm going to need for future use. So I went ahead and drilled those ahead of time so that it's easier to do it now while the pieces are loose versus assembled. I can start the assembly process. So what I'm going to do is use dowels and wood glue to assemble the project. So when you're assembling with dowels, you have to drill holes in the wooden pieces that match up, but you don't want the hole to go all the way through. The dowel is actually hidden inside the wood, so you won't see it. See, this hole is not drilled all the way through, but I can put a wooden dowel in. Okay, so I need to drill the ends of these pieces with the same drill bit. I decided to not try to do it freehand. Instead, I'm going to use a couple pieces of blocks of wood clamped together, and if I hold that in there, I can actually use the drill press and drill down into it. Now, I already double checked to make sure the drill is square to it both directions, so it should be a lot better than me trying to do it by hand. So let me get started. Alright, so I had the 2 pieces assembled. If you'll notice, you'll have 2 holes in the front and 2 holes in the back down here, but these 2 are the same. However, I did make a mistake I wanted to share with everybody what I did. So in case you try to make one yourself, you don't do what I did. So I drilled my holes before I assembled it on the drill press. What I should have done is probably stuck with these holes and skip these holes until I'm ready. Because since I changed up the dimensions a little bit versus the plans, as you see them, we put on top of each other. These holes line up, however these holes did not. They ended up looking like that, where they're catty corner from each other. So to fix that, I cut this one short and I re-drilled the hole. You can see here that one's a little bit shorter now. However, that's not going to mess up the integrity of it. So now these holes line up and these holes line up, and it's actually going to sit like that. So let me take some string, assemble it through here, and I'm going to take these little dowels and feed the string, shove the dowel in there so that way it all stays together, and show you the final result. Okay, I need to cut off these last two dowels and I am finished. Okay, now for the moment of truth. There you go. Isn't that cool? And what good is that unless you can make a table out of it? That's really cool. So there's a lot of tension in this string right here. This is what's doing the magic. And these other two are kind of balancing it. So there you have it. Tensegrity structure. It just consists of this right here, and adding a tabletop just makes it that much better. Mr. Little, I appreciate you thinking of me and giving me the opportunity to make this for you and your students. If you are interested in making one of these, I will include the plans that I followed down below in the description. Just don't make the same mistakes I made with the holes. Maybe wait till you put it together and then drill the holes through both parts. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.